You like my storage box for my cards? This thing came in a big old package that had a big old box. And I was like, I don't want that big old box. And then I ended up finding this little gift box. I thought it was perfect to save them in. This is my trivia cards. It's from the I Know Trivia card game. I found it at a local discount shop for $5. And when they said it had, I think it was 200 cards or 200, I don't know. 200 some, I don't know how many cards it is, honestly, but I was like, I had to have it. So I got it. And I've used it for a lot of shows, but it's been a little while since it's been on the show. I got the craving and the calling for it earlier today. So here we are. Let's see what is coming out in the message right here with this trivia and tarot. All right, what do we have? Who is involved in this? Who are we going to talk about? Who are we talking about here? Could be you, them, or the other. Okay. Could be you, them, or the other. Who are we talking about? We are talking about somebody with a butterfly tattoo. The girl with the butterfly tattoo. What did the girl with the butterfly tattoo do? She went there and she brought all the dirt to light, and she made everybody pay for what they did for everything that wasn't right. Ooh-wee. So you say there's not a right or wrong. You say there's not a good and bad. There is love and anti-love energy, though. Let's just keep the shit simple. What's right is right. What's good is good. What's bad is bad. And what's wrong is wrong. I heard don't write a check that's too big for your ass to check, because the girl with the butterfly tattoo come through. She might just get to you. Oh. All right. So we got 3 in the back. The first one is a true or false question. On the back of each of these cards, there's some trivia questions. The first one will always be a true or false. The second one will always be a multiple choice. The third one will always be an open-ended question. Okay. So we have a monarch butterfly coming through. It's an insect. What do I know about the monarch butterflies? They migrate. They migrate. They fly together. I think of this scene I saw on a video one time long ago, and there's this coast where there's a bunch of trees in California, and the butterflies like to visit there every year. And I hear in the National Geographic voice, yes, but in recent years, their numbers have diminished. Scientists are still puzzled as to exactly why, but it seems to be a result of climate change and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we're going to use the bell to let you know when time's up. So I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to take that moment to breathe and connect my energy. I have my phone ready just in case we need to get some info. The divine thruple is here and ready to assist. Interesting. Do you see that flashing light? Interesting. Ha! Then the screen went dark. I saw that. Yes, I did. So in case we need to do any deep diving and look for anything else that comes up in these cards, because that's something that happens when we use the trivia cards. So first question, true or false? Monarchs migrate further than many birds. True or false? That's true. Okay. So these monarch butterflies migrate further than many birds. That's something to think about. Their little tiny wings just a flapping. Hey, Janine, how you doing, love? Their little tiny wings just a flapping in the wind, and they're trying to get somewhere. Okay. Multiple choice question. Number 2. Why do predators generally avoid monarchs? Is it because A, they have no nutritional value, B, they sting, or 3, they taste bad? That just threw somebody all the way off. Why do predators generally avoid monarchs? Because they have no nutritional value, they sting, or they taste bad. What's your answer? The answer is the last one, 3C. They taste bad. C, 3C. Okay, 3C. Okay. So there's something in that for somebody too. For who are you? Okay. Open-ended question number 3. Monarchs will only lay eggs on which plant? Monarchs will only lay eggs on the milkweed plant. And this is where I always dive deep with this card with the milkweed. I've done this before. Maybe I should take the pen down and write down these answers this time. Okay. Milkweed plant. And then we will look up metaphysical properties. Milkweed flower essence nurtures the human will forces with a sense of clarity and purpose. You are a monarch, baby. Who are we talking about? We're talking about a monarch. Did you know that there's a butterfly called the emperor monarch? I'm hearing the emperor monarch. Let me look it up. Hold on. Why are you doing this, dude? Come on now. Okay. Emperor monarch butterfly. Spirit animal. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Let's see what comes up. Who are we talking about? If you see a monarch butterfly, this is the first thing that popped up. You should consider yourself lucky. They are our spirit guides. It's possible that the universe wants to send you a message. The spiritual significance of the monarch butterfly often depends on its behavior when you spot it. So what is it telling? Who? Spirit is trying to talk to you. The guides are trying to talk to you. Okay. Milkweed. Go back to milkweed now. Milkweed. Nurturing the human will forces with a sense of clarity and purpose. Clarity and purpose coming from spirit guides. Spirit guides are here. Let's see. I have, of course, my supernatural tarot. So let's see. Why is the butterfly here in the who? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this monarch butterfly? They can fly further than most birds. So you might be small, but honey, I heard the word of mouth about you is going to reach further. Okay, they're going to be talking about you far and wide. Okay, much further than what your feet have set. Okay, what? Because your energy flies everywhere. Okay, what? Okay, small but mighty. Small. Watch out for them little ones, man. They come packing TNT. Okay, what? And then why do predators generally avoid monarchs? Because they taste bad. If you mess with the butterfly, you're going to get a bad taste in your mouth because now you're dealing with somebody who's tuned into their spirit guides. They're going to be getting information. They're going to get information about the whole situation, about you and everything else involved. Watch out for the butterflies, okay? Janine says she always have lots of them in her backyard. They're lucky. It said they're lucky and you're lucky. For many spiritual practitioners, the next thing I come across is milkweed flowers are known for their strong connection to transformation and change. Yeah, okay. And that matches the energy of the butterfly, doesn't it? Transformation and change, key words. As a matter of fact, they're showing me my own Words of Clarity deck, the published version that I created on the computer, and it has a bunch of the cocoons with the butterflies, and some of them are starting to come out, but some others are not. And it says transformation. So transformation is definitely here. Who is here? Spirit guides to guide you through the transformation. Predators avoid these spirit guides. Okay, some of you are the spirit guide. Let me see what tarot card we pulled. The Queen of Blades, Queen of Swords. Okay, you're somebody who senses the frequency and the energy. You've got strong boundaries, okay? Spirits are guiding you. This is a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. You know who is in spirit, okay? This is your angel. This is one of your angels. Somebody's name is Naomi. Somebody worked in the office, wore a suit to work every day, okay? Somebody always would stand there like that. Somebody was a nurse. I'm seeing a nurse with the needle, okay? Somebody here was a nurse. And spirit guides. Our spirit guides are here to heal you through this transformation. Spirit guides are here to heal you through this transformation, and predatory energies will avoid them. They will avoid them because they don't taste good. You know why? Because when you get with these spirit guides, a lot of people do avoid them. You know why they don't taste good? Because the truth hurts, babe. They don't want to hear that, though, you say. Okay. Hey, all right. So A, B, C, easy as 1, 2, 3. All simple as do, re, mi. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Baby, you and me, girl. Okay. Your guide, somebody here's guide is named Michael. Okay. Something about the number 5. Maybe their name is Jackson. All right. All right. Who, now what? What's going on? What's happening? So we know who, your spirit guides. What do they want to talk about? What? All right, which one? There's 2 cards. Which one do I pull? The one facing you like you normally would. Okay. We have this instrument. What is this instrument? Does anybody know what this instrument is? What's happening? We have the Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble Space Telescope is here. Did you get a good look at that? All right. So let's get back into this trivia then. And we're talking about what now? What's happening here? So who? We have the guide, the butterfly, somebody with the butterfly tattoo, the girl with the butterfly tattoo, an angel, somebody named Naomi, somebody who's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, somebody who's a nurse, somebody who wore a suit to work every day. All right. Now what? The Hubble Space Telescope. True or false? Edwin Hubble designed and developed this telescope. False. Hubble died in 1953. NASA proposed its design in 1968. All right. Question number 2 is multiple choice. Which of these did Edwin Hubble discover? There exist galaxies other than our own. Neptune has rings. Water exists on the polar caps of Mars. Which is the correct answer? Which of these did Edwin Hubble discover? Edwin Hubble discovered that there exist galaxies other than our own. So the first answer was correct. There exist galaxies other than our own. All right. Now the third is a open-ended question. Which part of the Hubble telescope was incorrectly manufactured, requiring a follow-up mission to fix it? The primary mirror. If you knew that, I heard 50,000 points. Okay. All right. So what's happening here? First off, something is happening about 16 years later than expected. Something about 16 years old is coming through. They're showing me that it was actually proposed by NASA in 1968, even though the guy died in 1953. So they're showing me the difference between those years, 1953 and 1968. 16 years difference. No, that's not accurate. It's 15 years difference. Where's the extra 6? Where's the extra years you seeing it at? It's not. It's 15 years. Oops. Okay, 15 years difference. We knew that. All right. So there was something. So it was false. No. Is there some gameplay? What's happening? There's some gameplay about when something happened 15 or 16 years ago. Somebody 16. No, 15. Not even 16. It's going to be 15. Okay. What is that? 15. What's happening? It's happening on the 15th. At 3 p.m. Okay. Edwin Hubble developed this design, helped design and develop this telescope. Why we can't say it right? Because it's a lie. It's a fucking lie. Something happened. Oh, and somebody take advantage of that creation later. All right. This is what happened. What did he discover? Edwin Hubble discovered that there exist galaxies other than their own. So what's happening? All right, there's been a big lie. All right. And it's like, when was that whole New Mexico alien shit happening? What year was that? Hold on. Roswell, thank you. Roswell. Okay. Roswell. When did that happen? Mm-mm. With the weather balloon thing. What year was that? 1947. 1947. Okay. So that's only 6 years prior to this. Smithsonian Magazine, first thing that comes up. In 1947, a high altitude balloon crash landed in Roswell. The aliens never left. What? All right. They're saying it lends more to imagination than reality. Okay, there's something here with these years. Somebody here, what's happening? Something is happening in New Mexico. Okay. Somebody here, what's happening? It has to do with New Mexico hatch green chilies, I heard. Somebody here, there's something going down and it involves New Mexico hatch green chilies. I want some. I want some. Okay. All right. I heard chubbies, please and thank you. All right. All right. Here's all of a sudden I just got a surge in energy when I got back down to number 3. So which part of the Hubble telescope was incorrectly manufactured, requiring a follow-up mission to fix it? Was the primary mirror. The primary mirror, when I was reading this, what I was hearing was the primary mirror had to do with an internal mirror, the mirror that you turn on yourself. Okay, so what's happening? Your guides are showing you somewhere about the mirror that is reflected from the internal reflection. Okay, what's happening? Something is, there was 6 years, then there was 15 years, but somebody thought it was 16 years, but it was 15 years. And what there exists galaxies other than our own. There's other. What's happening? There's awareness happening here. There is awareness happening here. I heard you thought you were alone. You're discovering you're not so alone. Okay. Now, is this happening in literal? Well, apparently here in Las Vegas, somebody had aliens walking around their backyard not long ago. They did say that. So there. Whoa, I'm just going to tell you what I'm hearing from the car. Somebody, there's going to be, for all of us, there could be some more alien announcements. I heard, but what's new? There's nothing new under the sun. The shit's been going on for a long time. Okay. Aside from that, these spirit guides are coming into a personal experience with your spirit guides. They are as alien energies. Are you finally, what's happening is you're realizing that you're speaking to your spirit guides in that primary mirror. Okay. Are you realizing that? All right. Let's see. Why is the Hubble Space Telescope coming out in the what's happening position? It's what's happening. Why? What's happening? The Empress. Nurture and guide. They're here to, your mother is here for somebody here. Your mother is here to nurture and guide. Okay. The mother line is, I'm seeing the mother's line, the feminine line. The feminine line, this is where the spirit comes through. Your spiritual ancestry is from the mother's line. So what's happening? Communication with spirit guides. This would be somebody who lived at that during the years that were mentioned, or died during those years that were mentioned. Something significant happened about those years. We could have new revelations, informations coming out about aliens, about other stuff that has been kept secret that is actually truth. This stuff could be coming out right now. Okay, Gaia is ready for it. Okay, I heard Gaia is ready for it, and so are its inhabitants. Okay, so are the residents here at Gaia. Here at Gaia, those of us who live here with Gaia is ready for it. I heard. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's dig deeper. Who, what, when? When is this happening? Let's see. Interesting. Are you kidding me? No, I didn't even shuffle them. That doesn't even look right when it just flops out like that. Make it look better, okay? When you decide that it's got to look better, when you decide that it's got to look better, okay? So your guides are here. When you decide that it's got to look better, they'll be waiting, sitting by, waiting to, because they've been watching you the whole time. That's the first thing. Oh, how did you forget about that until now? We're moving on to pull the next card. Yeah, the first thing we saw is like, what's happening? They've been watching from outer space. You're being watched. You are being watched. Your social media is being watched. Your content is being watched. You're being watched. Okay, spirit guides are here. They've been watching you. Your crown is lit the F up. As I look at this Empress, the Empress's crown is lit up. You're receiving transmissions. You're receiving transmissions, okay? When? I heard now, right now. Okay, let's go ahead and get this. Let's get a card out of here. I heard this magic moment. I would trip and fall probably out of this chair. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, if the one that I saw, it didn't come out, but this is the card that it is. Okay, and this is a device. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this device is? Because that's when this is happening. That's when. The device is a 3D printer. So we have 3 trivia questions about this. Can y'all get off of my nose already? OMG. What are you doing to my nose? I swear it feels like I have glue stuck to my nose or something. Oh, goodness. There's nothing on my nose. It's so... I have to go just look in the mirror and make sure, like, do I have a mofo or something? No, there's no mofos. All right. So who, what, when? When? 3D printer. When you print it out, when you make it out. Okay, what? Let's read these questions. True or false? 3D printing has been around since the 1980s. True. The first 3D printing system was developed in 1981. So what, who or what is happening in 1981? All right. Multiple choice question. Which one of these is not true about 3D printing? Is it 3D bones have been implanted in animals? Remember, we're looking for which one is not true. Which one of these is a lie? 3D bones have been printed and implanted in animals. A 3D printed car was approved for sale in the U.S. in 2017. Or the FDA has approved a 3D printed drug. Hooey. Which of these is a lie? Which of these is not true about 3D printing? It was the second one. A 3D printed car was approved for sale in the U.S. in 2017. The lie is there's a vehicle available and there's a 3D printed car for sale in the U.S. Okay, here we go. What trips me out about that question, and we're coming back to it for sure, is the stuff that is true then. By default, this other stuff is true, and that's fucking trippy. So hold on a second. When is this happening? Okay. Question number 3 is open-ended question. Industrial 3D printing is sometimes referred to by the term AM. What does AM stand for? Additive manufacturing is what AM stands for. So this is a trip. They've actually made fake 3D printed bones and implanted them in animals. They said, look that up. Hold on, give me a second. All right. Let's do it this way. When were 3D printed bones implanted in animals first? When did 3D bones printing start? In the 1990s. They started doing that in the 1990s. Wow. And it didn't say of animals either. Wow. In the 1990s, they were using for custom prosthetics and implants, 3D printing. In 2008, they did the first leg. In 2012, they did a jaw. That's crazy. This is only talking about animals. I'm talking about people now. Now, here's the thing. The FDA has approved a 3D printed drug. What drugs are 3D printed? In August 2015, we're in 2023, that's 8 years ago. In August 2015, the FDA approved an epilepsy drug called Spritum that is made by 3D printers. It prints out the powdered drug layer by layer to make it dissolve faster than average pills. Then the next title says 5 companies personalizing treatments with 3D printed drugs. 3D printing of drugs can revolutionize personalized medicine. You could soon be manufacturing your own drugs thanks to 3D printing from science.org. Wow. 3D printing is for oral solid medications that have an active chemical ingredient, but that's around 96% of everything that we take in the U.S. Wow. So there's an article here from June 22nd, 2023. Okay, interesting. It's from theconversation.com. The title says, we're closer than ever to being able to 3D print machines. Here's what's important. 3D print machines could be the future of personalized healthcare, with research now suggesting printed tablets have reached a sufficient quality to match the standard set for conventionally manufactured tablets. Wow. All right, so interesting. This is when this is happening. 3D printer, it's not organic. First off, it's not organic. It's not natural. They're using it in the human body. When is this happening? Spirit and guides are watching Earth and they're watching as the injustices are occurring. They see the injustices. They see the anti-love energy happening. There are other energies out there that are aware of what's happening here. But the self-view had to be corrected before anything else could be corrected. It's all corrected within the self-view, because the self-view, that's interesting. The self-view is what ends up printing out. It's like the self-view is running the 3D printer. Damn, that's fucking cool. I like the way they're showing me that. So this 3D printer, for them to make all these medications and bones and all this crazy shit that they're doing, like there's a computer involved. Space Hubble telescope, the primary mirror. The 3D realm is printed by what's going on in your primary mirror, that self-view, that first self-reflection, the one that you hold of yourself, is imprinting what your 3D world looks like. It's imprinting the structure of your 3D world. That's wild. Additive manufacturing. Additive manufacturing is showing me that we live in an inclusive universe. We live in an inclusive universe. Okay, it cannot be excluded. You're very focused on it. Means it must exist. We live in an inclusive universe. It's additive manufacturing. What you're adding into your focus is what you're creating. So if you're focused upon it, you should make sure that you're loving it, because this 3D existence is printing it out for you. So this is when this is happening. Let me see. Show me more about when is this happening? Who, what, when? Well, yeah, we're on when. When is the spirit guides? They're communicating to you, receiving the downloads. about what to create in your experience that would absolutely delight you. What? Okay, the Knight of Bones. When is this happening? When you feel inspired. That moment of inspiration is when you've aligned with your highest self. And it's telling you, listen, it's go time, baby. Let's do it. Right now, the energy is ripe. It's ready. The oven is hot. Put this puppy in there to cook. Or, hey, it's done cooking. Didn't you hear the alarm go off? Baby, it's time to pull it out. Let's get it started. I heard, let's get it started in here. Okay. Where is this happening? Let's go to where is this happening. This is fun. If you enjoy trivia, put something in the comments. Give this video a like. Let me know you like to see more trivia, because I just do stuff when I get inspired to, but Spirit is responding. And you guys, the more you're tuned in, tapped in, turned on here with the channel, the more you be watching, you participate in the channel. Your guides are aware that you're here. Boom, I get the downloads to do the stuff that is beneficial, to create the reading, to create this tarot and trivia, so we could have this interesting conversation and sit here and spend some time together, right? All right, get this information in. So who, what, when, where? We have the plant here. Do you know what that is? It's a water lily. So, of course, we have your 3 questions, true or false. The flowers of tropical water lilies can open up both during the day and at night. That is true. Okay, true. All right, so which of these is a type of water lily? The duckweed, the Indian lotus, or the water hyacinth? The second one, the Indian lotus, is a type of water lily. The open-ended question, which French Impressionist painter created a series of paintings of water lilies? Claude Monet. All right. Somebody, this is happening when the Indian lotus, what is this Indian lotus? There's more than a flower. I'm picking up on some astrology. Let's see if there's something in astrology. Astrology, Indian lotus. Well, first off, so where is this happening? The lotus symbolizes divinity, fertility, wealth, knowledge, and enlightenment. Native to Greater India and commonly cultivated in water gardens, the lotus is a national flower of India and Vietnam. So for somebody, where is this happening? India, Vietnam. Okay. What is this? What is this? All right. Is it at a restaurant, a Vietnamese restaurant, an Indian restaurant? Is it by the water? Is there some place where there's a pond and there's some water lilies? Is it happening at the museum? Is it where somebody's at the library and they're in the artist section of the library, or there's some Claude Monet paintings in the hotel? Or what is this? Some prints? Is this in your living room? You have a Claude Monet print of these water lily paintings that they talked about. Where is this happening? Let's see what the tarot says. Where is this happening? Where is this happening? This is happening where you've blossomed. It's happening right where you blossomed, I heard. Okay, that's what that lotus is saying to me intuitively. I have the 4 of Wands here at a party, okay? The 6 of Pentacles here. I heard you had to pay to get into this party. That's where it's happening. It's on the water. Where is this happening? It's happening in June. It's happening on June 4th. It's happening on the 6th of April. Where is this happening? It's happening on 4th and 6th Avenue. 4th Street and 6th Avenue. It's happening on, where is 4th Street and 6th Avenue? Is there an intersection? Somebody live there? Where is this happening? This is happening right where you blossom, or right where you've planted yourself. It's happening right where you've invested your energy onto this thing to let it grow, where you celebrated the new beginning here and you blossom and it's growing and it's growing and it's growing. That's where it's happening. That's where it's happening. So somebody here, you could have some out-of-towners talking about some stuff going on in your life right now that you've been growing. You could have some good word of mouth with some out-of-towners about some business, okay? Or you could meet some new people who are following your stuff. They really like your style, whatever it is that you're producing, your production, okay? Where is this happening? I feel like this is a party. For somebody, this really, like, this is a real party. You go into a party, you're paying to go to this party. You're going to meet some people from another place. You could be meeting some foreigners, somebody from another country, somebody from India, somebody from Vietnam. Where is this happening? Who, for somebody that, I just got that. Well, you know I heard what they put out comes back to them. Oh, somebody, you've been wondering where it's coming from, and there was clues in this messages about where it's coming from, and you know what I'm talking about. If that's you, okay, where is it coming from? It's coming from one of those sources. You know who it is. You've got 3 people on your mind. You say it could be this one, that one, or the other one. Okay, who, what, when, where. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? What's the point? Why is this happening? What else about this? They open up both during day and night. Oh, where is this happening? Where you're open up day and night? Okay, where you're available day and night? Okay. Why is this happening? We have the number system here. This is card number. It says number 64. Okay. It's Roman numerals. It's a numerical system, Roman numerals. Okay, so true or false? The Roman numeral on the front of this card is 66. You should all be getting this correct, true or false. False at 64. I just said that, so you should have had that. Which one of these is not a Roman numeral? Is it D, K, or M? The one that's not a Roman numeral is K. It doesn't belong here. I heard it doesn't belong here. Open-ended question. Give the year 2018 in Roman numerals. 2018 in Roman numerals. Who knows how to do that? Open-ended question. I see MMXVIII is 2018 in Roman numerals. Okay. Why is this happening? Because it was a 2-year period. It was a 2-year period. It was a 2-year period and it was over. It was not reciprocal. I'm seeing that these numbers are speaking to me, the 64 and the 66. It was not reciprocal. It was not harmonistic. Okay. Somebody was trying to be controlling. One was giving. There's the 6 and the freaking 4 right there. There's the 6 and the 4. So one had the 6, one was being very generous, one was being very giving. 4, one was celebrating the new thing, okay, but it wasn't harmony. There weren't 2 6s. It wasn't 2 6s there. It wasn't balanced, okay. And something about the letter K. It's not D or M. I told you you had 3 people over here. For somebody, those 3 people's names is D, K, and M. We do have a Mary Winchester here. So for somebody, it's the one with the letter M. But no, it's not that. You think it's the one with the letter M. It's the one with the letter K. Something here about the letter K. Don't play. It's not K Street. It's not on K Street in 6th. It's not on K and 64th. Okay? Okay? Every kiss begins with K. Why is this happening? Because every kiss begins with K. Somebody here, name starts with a K. Somebody here with the initials MM in their name is been keeping their faith strong, okay? And that's important. They have kept a very strong faith about moving on from a cycle. And they're receiving the rewards and benefits for doing that here and now. Yeah, and that cycle does not include K. Whoever K is the part of it was to remove K and to remove D and M, and the way you did it all was perfect. I heard the way you did it all was perfect. Maybe K was the most recent one. You had already Remove the DM. Somebody here, there's a person with the letter K sliding into your DMs. I heard that as well. So why is this happening? It's happening because one was giving more than the other. It's happening because one was trying to control the situation and one was giving from their abundance. Okay. Somebody wasn't happy with receiving from the abundance. What? Okay. Somebody here, this is about the control situation. They've been watching. The Spirit's been watching. Somebody's been receiving with abundance. Somebody here, you've been giving from your abundance. You've been giving from your abundance. Okay. I heard, okay, like Men in Black. Okay. There's been an investigation going on about the Spirit's been watching to see what you're going to do with this abundance that we give to you. How will you serve the community? How will you serve Spirit? How will you serve yourself? And how will you serve the ones you love? Let me see. Why is this happening? We have the 8 of Wands, because you do love. Because you flow it out of you. Because you take the action steps to follow through to get it done. You're busy at it. You're always at it. Okay, you go with the flow. You've been busy doing your thing. You produce. You're being productive. You're staying productive. Why is this happening? Because you stay productive. So you have plenty to give. I heard, and you could choose where to give it. You could choose where to flow it. I see also somebody here with the initials MM, and you're in your power. You need to know you're in your power. You need that confirmation. You wanted that confirmation. Who are these DK and M people? Those letters are just standing out to me. Yes. So why is this happening? Now, how is this happening? Let's go into our final position here with the tarot and trivia. How is this happening? So who, what, when, where, why, how, and then let's see what else we can put together. We're going to run through this whole message one more again. Let me see how. Well, thank you. I was just getting ready to say, give me one card out. Thank you. All right. Here we go. True or false? Well, first off, I should show you the picture, huh? Who's that guy? I heard, who's that girl? La, 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 la. Is that girl? Who's Eve, the first woman? Who's the first lady? Oh, is she really first? What happened to Lilith? Okay, William Shakespeare. What's the old story that's been told? Oh, snap. Is there new information about the old stories being told, being downloaded to human minds, being shown? Are these aliens Lilith's children? Okay. To the card about Mr. William Shakespeare. True or false? Shakespeare wrote over 100 plays. False. He's generally credited with 38 plays. The multiple choice question. Which of these is not a Shakespeare play? Is it Antony and Cleopatra, The Merchant of Venice, or Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? Which of these is not a Shakespeare play? Norma Jean guessed true. It was false. She said I was close. Well, there's 2 answers, honey. You either going to get it or you're not. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Which of these is not a Shakespeare play? Okay. Antony and Cleopatra, Merchant of Venice, or Rosencrantz and Guildenstern? The correct answer is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is not a Shakespeare play. That means Antony and Cleopatra is, and so is the Merchant of Venice. Okay. So name the London theater at which most of Shakespeare's plays were staged. The Globe Theater. All right. Before we go on, from the londontheatre.co.uk, the best Shakespeare quotes about life. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. This Shakespeare quote summarizes how individuals go about their daily lives interacting with one another. And when I see it, yes, I could see how interacting with one another is 100% accurate. However, I'm looking at more like all the different roles and characters that one plays. How? There's so many different roles for you to play. Shakespeare wrote over 100 plays. False. He was credited with 38 plays, 38, 3, Empress, 8, Strength. Your creative power is strong, 3 plus 8. We have 11. Now we have Justice energy. You get what you deserve, okay? Now we have 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now we have High Priestess energy. You always knew. Norma Jean just stand up. She said the first one was at a place called the Globe. Okay, we're going to call you Shakespeare now. The first theater you call. Okay, no, we'll just call you William. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Seriously, William. William. Okay. How is this happening? For somebody's happening with your baby daddy. You getting justice behind your baby daddy. Somebody fit to get some message here. They've been in an investigation. Guess what? You're getting some more child support. Ha ha. They're not going to like it. Oh, well, that's not your problem. They made their mess. They set the programming for this 3D printer. They're going to get exactly what the heck they deserve. They go get more child support to pay. Because they lied. They got busted. Okay. They killed that deal. Okay. For somebody, there's something here about some receipts in India. Somebody, there's some business receipts. There's some credit card receipts, some sort of wild trip, some sort of unapproved expenditures. They're being noticed, and it has to do with India. All right. How is this happening? How is this happening? It's happening on Earth. It's happening on Earth. Hello. What we're talking about, the spirit guides have been watching some stuff going on here. You're creating it from your powerful point of focus, okay? And then it happens at this place by the water. Something about 64 definitely came out, and 46, and on these dates, the 4th and the 6th, okay, somewhere at 46, 4th and 6th. Was it 4th Street and 6th Avenue or something like that? Okay, Saks Fifth Avenue. Okay, I heard that. And it was an Indian restaurant for somebody. This was at the museum for somebody. Okay, it could have happened day or night. It can happen day or night. At any time, day or night, there's going to be new awareness that hits everybody like a ton of bricks in their head. Who, what, when, where, why? Why? Because there's been a massive download given. I've gotten this message before. We've gotten this message before on this channel. All right, so there's a macro message in here that is, they're saying the most important part of playing this fun game here. There is a collective download. The energy of those who are aware is so strong that the awareness must become common knowledge. It's like back in the day, everybody went over to such and such a person's house to watch television, and they had one little old box TV, and it was black and white, and hardly anybody had a TV. Right? And then it became normal. And now not only do we all have TVs, we have freaking TVs in our hand on our cell phones, and we carry around this little tiny mini computer in our hand everywhere we go. It can do damn near everything your laptop can and your television, okay? So just like that, this awareness is growing. So those of you who are in the know are like the first ones to ever have a TV on the block, and everybody was coming over to your house to see. I heard the Sunday Funnies. Okay, what the fuck is the Sunday Funnies? Was there an old TV show called the Sunday Funnies where you live? Okay, hold on, let me see. Sunday Funnies TV show. Let's see. 1991, the Sunday Comics. The Sunday Funnies was a TV movie in 1993. Sunday Funnies, Toby the Robot Memories on Channel 7 from the Miami Herald. Channel 7's weekly program that also features real person and Channel 7 weatherman Wayne Chandler reading newspaper comics to the kids and blah, blah, blah. Okay, the Sunday Funnies is a publication reprinting vintage Sunday comic strips at a large size in color. The format is similar to that. Okay. Remember the Sunday funnies on TV? Here we go. Oh, wow. Where'd it go? It's not here. It's somebody's Facebook, so it pulled up a bunch of other stuff. It's a page. Okay, do you remember the Sunday funnies on TV with Wayne Chandler and Toby the Robot? Let's see. Let's put Toby the Robot into the search. I want to see this. An article, June 10th, 2019. Is that date significant? If you're a kid in Miami in the 1960s, 70s, and the early 80s, you knew Toby the Robot. The moving collection of garbage cans went beep, beep, beep when he pressed a button on his body and was the foil for the host of Channel 7 Sunday Funnies. Okay. On the show, the host and kids took turns reading the comics section of the Miami Herald. The show wound down in 1984, but the memories remain. Okay. So the Sunday Funnies was a show that ended in 1984. It started in the 60s. In the 60s, Janine said, yes, back in the day, we had the first TV on our street. Well, look at you, girl. You probably got one of them big old curved TVs now, big giant, 158, 378, 599 inches TV that's got the big, the big skirt curve on it. And it does everything but make breakfast for you, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Okay. What is that all about? We have a lot of roles to play. Okay. How is this happening? It's going to happen. Well, what we know is it's not going to happen. Okay. It could happen over here. Merchant of Venice, Italy, Antony and Cleopatra, Egypt and Rome. Egypt and Rome. How is this going to happen when this couple, how is this going to happen? When these divine feminine and divine masculine energies come together, it's going to affect the globe. 38 plays, or is it 38 days? Oh boy. Let me see here. Janine says, funny. No. How's this going to happen? Show me. We have William Shakespeare here on All the World is Say. It's going to happen it's happening worldwide, baby. That's where it's happening. Okay, we have the Page of Bones coming out, Page of Wands energy. How's this happening? Good news is every ear shall hear, every eye will know. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Knight of Pentagrams. This has been slow in the coming. This has been slow in the making. All right. Let me check this out. I need some water. Yes, that's what I'm missing. I need some water in my life. Yeah. You have a guide. You have an angel. They've been watching from afar, giving you downloads about constructing this 3D reality. And as a result, I see you putting your focus into that. I heard day and night. You're putting your focus into that to create a new painting in your life. You're looking at it like Claude Monet looked at that blank canvas when he made them water lilies. That's how you're looking at it. So you're looking at life like a blank canvas. And you get to work and you do it over and over again, and you do it over and over again, and you do it over and over again. And how is this happening? It's happening with the questions you're asking, the things that interest you, the things that make you go, I wonder what this, I wonder how, I wonder if, I wonder who wrote the book of love? You did. Apparently you did. You keep wondering why. Well, you keep writing a book. You're the one putting in the programming to the 3D printer. You're the one who's programming the 3D printer. Your brain is a computer programming the 3D printer. But it's not just your brain, because when I say your brain, you're thinking about all your conscious thoughts. And we're talking about not just your conscious thoughts, but those subconscious thoughts, things that kind of linger and float in the back. This makes me want to know, before we get out of here, before we let go, yeah, that's what the message is about. So, in other words, you got to choose what you're going to program and input into that 3D printer to create in your world, in your experience. Let me see here. What's some guidance we have for you from the Caroline Miss Caroline Miss? Okay. Archetype cards. Let me see. What is the guidance? Most empowering guidance that we have for you who sat here and played trivia with me to receive this message. Yeah. What do we have as a guidance for you? Let's see. We had this card come out yesterday, I want to say. The Priest. I think this card came out yesterday, last night. Yeah. The Priest, we talked about that masculine energy that was going to come in and protect. Come and protect. The shadow attribute says, violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. But we're talking about guidance. So there could be some awareness that that's out there, though. If it's in the shadow attributes, it's probably happening on Earth somewhere right now. They said, why you throw probably in there? You know it is. Okay. Somewhere there are ones who are violating the trust of the spiritual community because they're so seduced by their own role. They're not maintaining integrity to the messages in the cards, and they're bypassing all the spiritual guidance in it and going strictly to what has been printed in the 3D printer instead. So Spirit has been watching as the ones who are in the know of how to program the 3D printer of life have conveniently left that bit of information out of what they're sharing to be malicious. They have heard, they have seen that. Now, so on the light attribute, as a guidance for you, this is what your guidance is, right? With this priest energy, it says, facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Your guidance is to facilitate the spiritual energy. I heard be the change to see the change. You want to see more love? Put a little bit of love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. Okay, so how can you put a little bit more love in your heart? Okay, some of you literally are a priest and you're sharing what you learned. Okay, you might not be, yeah, some of you are literally, somebody's literally a priest. If you are ordained and you're literally a priest, I heard 50,000 points. Okay, and if you work day and night, then you get 150,000 points. That will make 200,000 points for you. Why the points matter? One of these days that'll come through too. Serves as a channel of spiritual energy. This is you being of service. If you're being of service, I heard the second time you do that, if you do it morning, that's great. They said that's great. But if you do it evening too, now you're hitting them at both ends. Why do you think the world is always warning folks against burning the candle at both ends? Spirit is here saying there's nothing wrong with burning the candle at both ends. Yeah, you should be in that. You should be in that spirit mode before and after your day. Before you start your day, you should be in that spirit mode. There's that prayer. There's that prayer of gratitude in the morning. And after your day, there should be that, again, that prayer of gratitude in the evening. What you're thankful for that's coming and what you're thankful for that's coming the next day, I heard, because it's always coming from your gratitude. It's always coming from your gratitude. What if a beautiful way to program the 3D printer for your 3D reality? Wow. So that's what this is all about, programming the 3D reality. Interesting. Janine says she had to buy a Chromecast, but she don't even have a remote. Thinking about it. And I got two remotes for my Roku. I have a decent sized TV. It ain't nothing fancy. It was a gift. I'm so grateful for all the gifts I received. So thankful and grateful that ones of you love me and different ones like feed the energy. I can tell you this. Y'all facilitate my spiritual energy. Yeah, you facilitate my spiritual commitment. You facilitate my spiritual commitment to serve as a channel of energy. So I deeply am appreciative of you being here every time with me. And I look forward to continuing to do what I do. And let's be more in tune and aware and how we are imprinting our 3D reality. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. And I'm out.